Peanut butter on my balls, let the dog lick it. Peanut butter on my balls, let the dog lick it. Peanut butter on my balls, let the dog lick it. So I just finished watching That 70s Show for like the billionth time. And it's timeless. The show itself is a work of art, and even though it has a few more holes than a block of cheese, it stands against the test of time. I've enjoyed every single episode, every season, and yes, that includes the infamous Season 8. Some of you are aware of the big problem with Season 8, while the rest of you are just confused as to what the balls I'm talking about. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another splendid video. Please give me likes. Today, I just wanted to praise one of my favorite shows, easily in my top 5, for taking a very poopy situation and making the best of it. Leave a like if you're excited to hear me sound like a dirty schoolgirl, and if we could hit 7 likes on this video, I will send all of you a piece of my hair. But act fast, because I'm balding at a rapid pace, and only the universe knows when I will look like a shaven nutsack. So if you're not familiar, That 70s Show was a sitcom that aired in the late 90s and early 2000s, and it essentially revolved around a bunch of young adults who are just trying to live their best life. So Eric Foreman and his group of friends would hang in his parents' basement, smoke a lot of dope, and get into some crazy shenanigans. Actually, the show did tackle a lot of real-world problems like divorce and breakups, and it was just genuinely a great show. Like, there's nothing wrong with That 70s Show. Now, the problem that most people have with the show is the fact that both Eric Foreman and Michael Kelso, or as their real-world counterparts, Topher Grace and Ashton Kutcher, decided to leave the show and move on with their careers. But can you blame the guys, though? No, because the show was filming for around 6 or 7 years at the time, and that's a long time, especially in the industry. The show ran for one more season with all of the current actors, minus Eric and Kelso, but Ashton's character stayed for the first 4 episodes of the season before being written off completely, except for the series finale, but we'll get to that when we get to that. Therefore, there was a big gap missing in the show's cast. I mean, 2 major characters just exited the stage, and there needs to be someone to fill in the empty space for like the next 20 episodes, and that's where Randy comes in. Randy was essentially that Eric Foreman replacement, except he wasn't a replacement. He was just a great addition to the cast. Eric and Randy are 2 completely different characters, and although they share similar hobbies like Star Wars, Eric is more of an asshole, while Randy is just the guy who makes jokes and tries to get the gang laughing, but he's very respectful to everyone as well. See, people hate it when original cast members leave a show or are killed off, but That 70s Show is different because Eric isn't necessarily the main character. I mean, you could say that Eric probably had more screen time than any other cast member on the show, but the world of That 70s Show doesn't just revolve around Eric. It also revolves around Eric's parents, and Kelso, and Jackie, and Hyde, and Donna, and whoever else is in the credits of the show. That's who the audience should focus on, and Randy was not just a fill-in. Randy, in my opinion, was the real 7th member of the group. And sure, you've had characters like Mitch who've stayed for a few episodes, but Mitch, for example, didn't really have as big of a spotlight as Randy did. I mean, Randy stuck around for a whole season. Randy was around for 20 episodes. Randy solidified himself into the group by working at Hyde's record store, by dating Donna, and just helping to further the plot to get to the end of the show. I mean, Randy did so much for Season 8. I mean, Randy, in my opinion, Randy fucking carried the whole show on his back. I love Randy. I don't care what anybody says. He's just a great dude. Randy spent Season 8 cracking horrible dad jokes that for some reason just make my tots jiggle, whatever that means. He gets a job at Hyde's record store, which introduces him to the rest of the cast. He gets a little gushy with Donna, like I said, who eventually calls off the relationship towards the end of the season. God, there's a fucking hair in my throat. Anyways, Donna eventually calls off their relationship towards the end of the season, and after the breakup, Randy's story arc is finished. It's more bittersweet than anything. He was just a great guy with a lot of talent, but his only purpose was to help carry the show to the finish line. And fuck Donna, you should have stayed with Randy, but you know what? That's just my opinion, I guess. Okay, if you want my honest opinion, I'm Team Eric all the way. I think Eric and Donna should just, be together forever. But at the time, I wouldn't mind seeing, maybe an alternate universe with Randy and Donna and seeing where that goes, but obviously that's not the way the show went, and that's completely okay. I think Eric and Donna were meant to be together more than anybody else. But I still love Randy, and I sometimes wish that there was like a Season 9 where Randy, Eric, and the whole gang spent 25 more episodes together, because I feel like there was a lot of missed opportunities, but alas, it is too late for that. Oui. At this point, we could only hope for a reunion movie, like maybe that 90s show or movie or whatever, where the whole cast meets up again. Maybe Eric and Donna are married with kids but are considering a divorce, and at the end of the movie they decide to stay together because their love is more powerful than anything in the known universe. And maybe Kelso hits his head and becomes smarter and starts a multi-million-dollar business, and Hyde smacks him back into the realm of stupidity. And maybe we could see how Jackie and Fez's relationship has flourished over the years. And we could finally see what Randy has been up to. Oh, and we can't forget some more foot in the asses by Red Foreman himself. I mean, I don't know, guys. At this point, I'm rambling, but like, I love this show so much, and I just feel the need to talk about the show and how Randy actually didn't ruin the show, but made it even better. And if you guys agree with me, then please leave a like. Once again, if we hit 7 likes, I will send you a strand of my hair, but please don't send it to a lab because I'm afraid of cloning. And consider subscribing to my lovely channel for more exciting orgasmic content. Check out my social links in the description below too, including Instagram and Twitter. And join my Discord server to be a part of the Omen Army. I'm very active on there, and I will gladly take your order. Anyways, have a great day. Oh, and also check out my band's new album called Age of Enlightenment. It's available for purchase on iTunes and Google Play, and you can also stream it on Spotify and Apple Music and all other platforms in that nature. Alrighty, everybody, have a great day, bless your faces, and remember to not consume the shampoo.